Good morning. We're here again, mixing things up. Just really not in. Don't have the capacity for the extended concentration that Hades requires. So we'll do something where I can kind of drift in and out of thinking. Um. Yeah. Hi. I'm running commentary. I run on the tread. Run. Keep doing the hand. I want my hands out here. I run on the treadmill. I do the speaking. I play the games. You watch me. We have a good time. Hopefully. We'll see. Right. That is working. That is working. Let's change channel. No, why does it do this to me? I need to check my hotkeys. There we go. Okay, what are we doing? Drafting you asked for. Yeah, for some reason Arena is less stroppy than, what do you call it? Hades. Why? Who knows? Um, let's pick the one that builds towards standard. Let me know if the volumes are okay for Arena, because I have no idea if anything's actually coming through clearly. Can you hear the background music? Dooba dooba doo. Huh, someone left already. Right, what are we doing? Drafting Outlaws. Fairly aggressive format. We'll just see what we open. Half of the reason to draft on Arena is just to. Bluntly, that's because I prefer playing without the music on. I only turned it on for this so that there's a little bit of extra ambiance. Hey, I'm actually streaming Magic. That means that someone might show up just to see if they can work out what I'm about to play against them. Neat. I also do like the random number attached to my name. Quite satisfying. Um, what the heck are you? Okay, I can see why people aren't taking that, but we have Magda as an option. Oh, let's just take Magda and try to do some primes. Huh. Really just trying to give me all of these things, eh? Okay, let's see. Nothing particularly criminal in red. Wolverine would be a good pick to stay in red. Lazar a good pick if we want to diversify our primes. Transmutation font if we want to expand. I think at this point we just take the Wolverine, stay on color, and see what we can pick up. Interesting. That gives me even more play from Exile. Some very strong green cards going, but also a crime land. Let's take the crime land. Blue red is pretty solid for criminal activities. And instantly rewarded with another one. Anything that I'm ignoring. Maybe a little bit sad that I passed on green last turn when there was a second Cactus Bolt coming, but we can at least cut the person that direction off of red. What do you do? Oh, we've started red, we may as well stay red. Don't need that sitting there. Ba-dum. What are we doing? Slowly, slowly. It's fine. You can just kick back and relax a bit. Plenty of time, apparently. That looks so weird. Perspective. Tricky, yo. Ooh. You're really very not good but here, but you are a lot of fun as a card. That's probably not worth taking. We go for stop hold then, I guess. We have kind of committed to the blue. Oh well. Just relax and try and have a good time. Hopefully draft okay. It is a bit weird. Currently, actually talking about what I'm doing is making it harder to focus on drafting, which feels very odd psychologically. Feels like talking through ought to make it easier, and yet here we are. Okay. So we've got just a reasonable flyer. We have some shenanigans. We've got a crime enabler and a crime payoff. This card has really overperformed when I've seen it in play. A 1/3 reach is a really solid blocker, and when I'm getting a treasure off of paying 1 mana, that seems pretty reasonable. Dooby-dooby-doo. Come along, game. What's going on? Interesting. I don't think I'm necessarily in the market for... Okay, so we've got a choice of a possible 3/3 flyer or a definite 4/3 flyer, but more expensive, or this 1-drop, which I don't think we really need right now. Let's take this. Ooh, fine frog. This frog is just the ultimate criminal. It might look pretty innocent, but I tell you, it's done more crimes in this set than almost any other card. Picking up the speed just a little bit more. Slowly. I don't know if I'd call it smooth. It's pretty spiky. That's going to be a thing to watch out for. How many misclicks do I make just because I'm jiggling? But has haste is only control amount whenever it attacks part of bits of land. Okay. I think we take this on the off chance that we splash. Not a great card, but I don't believe so. No. Nothing I want there, just take the card from my collection. Yes, take that. Pointless as it is. Canyon Crab, not very exciting. Thunder Salvo, almost certainly the pick. Yep, let's just take removal. Nope, no controller support. That's fine. I can work with it. It just means I need a little bit more concentration, and I'm going to struggle to necessarily really get into running. It's just going to be walking. The amount of extra motion involved in running is going to make it so much harder. Ooh, okay, we've got some good picks here. Do we splash black for my chaser? Do we just pick up the goat? That's not relevant. The owl. And this isn't quite a just let me take the entire pack, please, but it's a very strong pack. Just take my chaser and hope to wheel something. Holy! Someone's getting paid off on this. That's mostly for the not casting spells in blue-white. That's technically a crime payoff, but I think we just take the Wolverine. Really, I want to drop my curve. And 1 crime, 2 crime, 3 crime. Probably not playing that if we flashes for black. You're not a crime, 4 crime, 5 crime. And these lands are crimes. Need to remember that the lands are crimes. Okay, cast this pile of spells, make the big bodies, not bad. Just a clone, not horrible. More crimes. Okay, well, if I clone something, what interesting things have I got? I think that's the one I want, but not absolutely certain about that. More digging through my deck. Oh, I didn't actually pick up the previous one of those. Okay, that's good to know. Take this or the land. I think the land is less replaceable than... Wow, there is nothing for me here. Let's take another Rope Master. Take for a ride, however, is rather more. Cast your second spell, gets bigger. Take this, more things to dig right back. Half color crime land. That would do. Enters loot. Yes, that's probably okay. Probably not playing that. Good morning. That. Things flying around, huh? Wolverine. How many Wolverines can I get in one draft? Not interested in you, maybe interested in you. Not really interested in you, although it does help me with the splash. Let's just take not a clue, like, until we see more of what's in it and have a better idea of how it functions. It's very hard to tell whether it's going to be good for the game. What have we got? Hides. Let's just take removal. It's not good removal, but we do what we must. Okay, that's pretty good in crimes. That's pretty good in crimes. That's good, but I don't necessarily want two things to splash. I think that's the better pick. So far, all we know about foundations is that it seems to be increasing the power of standard fairly significantly. We're seeing some cards there that we've not seen standard playable for quite a long time. More frogs. And hello, Gunpla and Warhammer builder. Thanks for following. Attacks, make a thing if we have a bigger thing. Let's just take removal. Guess we'll take another one of them. I guess we just complete our collection of them. I don't know if you can actually see those. Look out. Add to my collection of them. On my version of the screen, I've got little symbols that tell me how many of the copies of the card I have in my collection, so that in the late picks of the draft, I can take the cards that I need just to get 4 of, instead of taking cards that I'm not going to play. Let's take trickles. It is a little bit sad that the mercenaries with their tap ability can't target opponents' creatures. They're not cheat metrics. Literally just telling me, do I have between 0 and 4 of this card already? Right, what have we got? 45 cards. Two Swamp seems reasonable for splashing 1 card. Cat creature, that's why this card sucks. I guess that's okay to keep up when I've got 2 Emergent Hauntings. Let's slow down a little bit just while I work out this, when precise clicking really matters. Don't think we need that. 42. Curve's pretty low. Maybe I can cut an island then. What is my last cut? Right, removal, keeping. 2 mana, 3/3 conditional flyers, probably reasonable. Got enough deserts that I'm going to get the payoff. These commit crimes to make attacking easier. These commit crimes when yes, I know you're bad at cutting cards. I'm speaking generally, not necessarily asking you for advice. This is called audience engagement. Right. These do crimes in a board stool. That just helps me push damage through, and his card neutral. Loot through my deck. Crime payoff, removal, crime payoff, anti-board stool, just 2 bodies, which is always good value. When do you trigger? Attacks while saddled. Maybe I don't need 3 Wolverines. Let's cut a Wolverine. That'll do. Play! And back up to velocity we go. Ooh. Now we wait. Aha. Entering, waiting for opponent. Wait, how can I be entering a match and then waiting for opponent? Ridiculous. Hello, Laggerman. That is not an encouraging name. And this is not an encouraging hand. Mulligan. It's marginally better, it's not great. Drawing another land is perfect. Why are they saying good game already? Let's just play this one. I assume it's the equivalent that what they mean is play well, have fun, but this is all the interaction choices we have. So that's pretty scary as a first play. Let's do this. Do this. Bounce this. Yep, pretty much. An instant there would have been really quite nice, but nope, I want to tap this one. And it's a good thing I paid attention to the auto tapper there, or I would have been really screwed over. Oh boy, that's not good. I think we just concede this one. We're not winning this. Calamity is pretty much unbeatable if you don't immediately have a removal spell. Oh well. If we crash out of the draft, then I'll go and play some Brawl and show you my Calamity deck, so you can see the sort of real nonsense that that card can manage. It's quite unpleasant. I'm not too upset about losing that one. We kept a dodgy hand and got punished for it. Okay. Start with this. Then we go mountain into frog, I think. And then probably prickly pear, because I want to be able to play Marchesa with mana available. Yeah, that's fine. Man. It'd be nice to play someone who wasn't dropping massive turn 4 haymakers, but oh well. Till end of turn. Guess we drop this and hope to hit a land. Oh. This is not looking good for us. Bet rock. Yay. No blocks. Not that worried about that. Right. What is the sensible choice here? Just do some hand dumping. Don't think it's worth attacking at this point. I'm clearly on the defensive. Just build up some board state and make them work for it. Huh. Apparently we're just going to have one of those days where feels like we're never going to be playing well. Oh well. They're on 6 mans, we were on 4. We were trouble from the beginning. Okay, yep, that's all fine. Block that one. Take 3. Great. Just great. Oh, salt, salt, salt. Oh. This is not going very well at all. Oh well, it's all just a game. Ha. Hey. Good vibes. I remember putting good vibes on my tag. Good vibes. My opponents have had really sweet decks and have drawn really nicely. There's not really much I can do when I'm keeping sketchy hands. Should I be mulliganing more better? Maybe. We can think about it. I don't think that hand was an unreasonable keep. Just didn't line up well with what they were doing. That good vibes enough for you, dear commentary wife? Maligner of my character? Well, that's a pretty easy mulligan. Keep this. I guess ditch the one that we're the furthest from playing. Snake! It's a snake! Oh, it's a snake! Well, at least we can't draw any more swamps. There you go, fed the pony. We are not blocking the death touch then. Thank you and good night. That's if you do primes ram. Okay. Let's just say, well, that's not happening. And I'm not blocking the snake, so I may as well attack. Interesting. Let's just do this. Do this. Doesn't feel like they've got an instant, so let's just do that. They took an entire turn off. Okay. Well, nothing else to do. Right. Okay, let's just plot that. And do that. And attack with this. I'm not even happier about this game where our game plan's working because our opponent is doing absolutely nothing. So that's not a great feel if we manage to win. Poke. Tickled your face. Although, I guess they have now played a 6-5, so we should start taking them a bit more seriously. Nope. Ah! Clicking the wrong window. Right, first things first, play this. See what we get. Play this. Surveil one. Get rid of the land. Play a land. No attacks. End the turn. Heh, neat. I forgot that it was playing cards from hand, not playing no spells. That being active now is actually a pretty big deal. Because it means I now have a pile of double block options. Interesting. So they're colour screwed. Do they risk attacking? Most of my Prickly Pear and Irascible Wolverine have both completed their function, so I will happily double block, unless I think they have some sort of shenanigans. If they attack, I might activate the Deadeye Duelist first, just to... That I did not expect. Yeah, you can hit me before, that's fine. That's probably okay to leave on top. Play a land. And prize. I cannot really tell. I am not paying any attention to the music. It doesn't say there's any dropped frames on mine, so... It might just be the slightly discordant music intended to represent traditional Western vibes. I don't know. Ah, blah, blah, blah. Really need to work out why one of my calves keeps starting to cramp, but the other one is fine. Work out a proper stretching routine or something for it. But we'll get there. Comfortably maintaining 5 kilometers an hour is fairly satisfactory. If my leg stops hurting, I will speed up, but... Ooh. Now, they're getting some. Thinking. They clearly have some sort of spell they're contemplating casting. They're just trying to decide how to sequence it. I assume, at least. Or not. No, because I just went through phases of their turn. And you could see their mouse moving around the entire time. That's probably okay. And let's just have you become a copy of this. And I think we've got no attackers. Ping you for one, and end the turn. Now we can make a dragon at instant speed if we need or want to. And with both of these, we can now start doing one prime in my turn, one prime in their turn. Oh. What? Oh. Only as a sorcery. Ah. Good to know. Right. Let's go do a prime. Make a dragon. Still, sure. I forgot that did that. But that probably doesn't matter. Oops, I've got to crew the Gila Corsa. Okay. Let's go. You attack, you attack, you attack, you attack, and you attack. And let them work things out. Well, kind of, not really. Like, I mathed out that all of my attackers would be big enough to kill their blockers, which was one of the things that mattered. Enter. We've gotten rid of their life gain thing, which makes my Deadeye duelists much more efficient. We're just waiting to see what they do. But we now have 2 flying creatures. 2 Deadeye triggers will give us 2 crimes, will give us 2 more treasures, give us 3 treasures to make another flying haste dragon. Plus, just pinging them down with the duelists. So, they are in a spot of trouble. Sure, that's fine. Doesn't really matter where I put the token, but... Okay, that's fine. That won't get bigger because nothing actually died. You'll attack me for 4, maybe? Or just keep back the blocker. Or you'll concede. Hey, we finally won a game. We can do it. I am saved from totally scrubbing out. Okay, we've got 1 victory. Let's channel it. Let's just ignore the fact that our opponent did absolutely nothing for basically 5 turns. That's not entirely true. Like, whoa, what the heck is... What the heck was that, Google Assistant? I didn't say... Ugh. Bizarre. Let's slow that down a bit. Need to build back up velocity. Okay. Hooray. I think we just start with this. I can play whack-a-mole in the corner while I wait. You know what? I'm absolutely fine with that. Eating a counter spell for there is totally reasonable. What have we got? Let's drop this. Ditch one of these lands. We do not need this many lands. Thank you. How generous of them. They're giving me a rebuy on that effect. Interesting. My opponent appears to be on draw my entire deck and see if I can win that one. Let's ditch this then. Razzler Dazzler. Gizadreek. And then we go this. Into this. and see what happens. Back up to a demonic ruckus. And your second spell? I'm assuming there's a second spell. You can't be playing blue red double spells if you don't have it. I just tapped it. That's fine. And we get ouchied. And then we do this. Two plus the number of other spells past this turn. Then we do with this. Then we do this. And then we do that. And we try and set up for a triple spell turn so that we can use this to kill the big bird. I forgot that the stop cold removes all the rules text. Thought all it did was tap a thing and keep it tapped. Otherwise I would have done my priming before it resolved, but oh well. On to... not quite enough. Come on, opponent. Interesting. Okay. Gamble. Whew. Okay. At least that's gone now. Missed the trigger for a damage, but that's okay. Not derailment anymore, but that's still fine. Nice. Okay, come on up. Loan Shark, it's just a great card. Let's just dump this. Got enough mana to do that and that. That's all fine. Although I suppose if I get rid of the shark, then I can attack. Okay, let's get rid of the shark. See if they've got something for that. I am guessing another counter spell? What was it? Another one of these, maybe? Ooh. Okay. That's pretty good. Why didn't I get a chance to activate? Why didn't it let me use the Deck Duelist? That is very weird. I definitely should have been able to respond and ping them for one there. Cards in library still. Well, if we lose, it will be because they've gone through 8 cards more than us. Oh well. Fair enough. They've just got a better version of the deck we wanted. How do you? What are all of my card advantage engines, huh? No blocks. Take 4. Yep. Look, see, I understand how the game's played. I'm just not good at it. Okay. Well, that helps. Pick this up. Veil 1. Should have used it to surveil, but that's probably fine. Next. And turn. Boom! We've got a flyer now. And then they kill it. They don't kill it. They loot. Can I trick them into just milling themselves out? Okay, so they've threw 9 lands there. 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13 lands. Okay, so it's mostly spells left in their library then. That's not great news. Oh, that's very bad news. Oh, that's very, very bad news. We've just gone from kind of okay on a board stool to getting utterly destroyed. Alas. I've basically got to block. We're in a lot of trouble. Oh, that'll do it. They can tap down one of my blockers, loot to another spell. Oh, well. It just would have been nice if they could have let me have a little bit of time to play the game. Let's show you, see if I can make Calamity work in Brawl. Annie Flash was recruited by Oko due to her knowledge of the Hellsburg. She just needs to finish one last job before retirement. Which isn't actually how the story works at all. She was already retired. He brought her out of retirement. Brawl. It's like Commander, but 1v1. It's a 100-card singleton format with a commander at the head, and each player starts with 25 life. This is perfectly reasonable. I am playing Calamity, the Galloping Inferno. I want to play derpy creatures and then make piles of copies of them, and then watch my opponent concede during their mulligan step. Welcome to Brawl, where there are a whole pile of people who will concede immediately if they don't think their hand is a turn 2 win. So it can be a little bit challenging finding enjoyable games. I doubt it. Like, Calamity is not considered a powerhouse commander. Like, monocolor decks are almost never considered strong. This is real close. If I draw a land, then we're doing things, but again, we need to actually draw lands to do things, but let's get rid of that one. Yep. They looked at their hand, mulliganed, conceded. Which, unfortunately, is just how it goes sometimes. In fact, I'm not even sure if they did their second mulligan. They took their free mulligan and then conceded. Oh, great. Well, at least I'm not drawing that. You can't block. Google. We are on a sky arena in Kaladesh by the looks of it. Little boxes flying around underneath us. Our opponent is Nicol Bolas Godbearer. Oh yeah, that's, I suppose, one important thing about Brawl. Is that Planeswalkers can be commanders as well. So we have this 7-mana powerhouse to deal with later. Go with this. Let's say dinosaur. and hope to draw a land to play this next turn and get some real value going. Normally, I would pick Calamity for it, but pick Force or Mount for it, but I think we are behind enough that we need alternative plans. What the heck is heisting? Look at 3 random non-land cards from the other. Weird. I have no idea what is going on. Okay, not quite what we're looking for, but and doesn't actually give us enough to do anything. But I think we need to play that one anyway. Let's attack. No, that's an alchemy card. Which is cards that do interesting things that only work digitally. Because it is mechanically very challenging to exile 3 random cards from an opponent's great library. This is amongst the more mild of the... Yep. Like, I know some of the alchemy cards, but I don't spend a lot of time looking through them, so... It's new. And they just get to keep stealing my spells. Look at all this fun we're having. I admit, I am quite a sucker for play my opponent's deck style deck, so in principle, I appreciate what they're doing, but decline. They're allowed to play it for free? Oh, once each turn. We make... That's gross. Ah. Why? Nothing's sliding around so much. Hey. We're gonna need some good hits off of the Carnosaur to deal with all this nonsense. We are in trouble. That was not particularly great. Next swing, water. Can I do shenanigans with them? Not particularly. Okay, my opponent's deck is a lot of fun. I will give them that. But we, I think, are probably dead. In fact, we're definitely dead because they've got that much flying power. Let's just quit so that all this time stops getting wasted. Oh well. Let's try again. Try and do something that I just want to play a couple of games where it feels like I'm actually playing the game rather than being permanently behind. This is probably not it. Oh well. Although Ragavan on them may help. Well, we'll start with Ragavan and then see how quickly we die anyway. Ragavan on the draw is much worse than Ragavan on the... What my opponent is on the Necrobloom. One out sliding around the road. So one and up for a 2/7 with landfall. Well, hitting the land at least helps. Hello, thank you. That was irritating. It stopped clicking. Big old landfall dude makes piles of bodies and gives your land dredge, which is very scary. Are we trading? Choices. I am fine with this. Pretty sure Cobra is scarier in their deck than Ragavan is in mine. Well, let's really pick up the pace and we'll just say this is the last game, whatever happens. Interesting, they missed a trick to make an extra mana there. I assume they just play their commander and then a land. Have to work things out from there. Okay. That, they're going to reanimate that instead. Okay. Sure. Although, they do seem to be low on lands.
These will protect my home.
That's fine. My hand. 3 of the cards in my hand give me extra combat. You can take your pick, really. That's so bad. Need to slow down. I can't. Okay. Let's go this. Into this. Into this. And we wait and see what our opponent does. I am kind of surprised that they traded the Lotus Cobra, but it has screwed us over a little bit. Come on, Mr. Opponent or Mrs. Opponent. Here. Here I am. Come on. Give me something. Well, that's something. That sure is a big old something.
The land is savage and defiant.
Pretty sure we're losing this one. Monocolor decks are a fun challenge, but they are really not very good. Wait, now let you do it from your hand? Okay, we're just conceding to this. This is... Why couldn't that have person in match 1 stayed, and we could have had a nice mono red versus mono green showdown? Oh well. Whatever. That'll do for today. See you next week on